yeah, I'm trying to stay, you know, a reasonable distance back. Got it. Oh, geez, that's a nice fish. Hey everyone, today I'm on the beautiful Howqua River here, about to have a bit of a fish. So looking at the river today, it is quite low and it is crystal clear. Like it's absolutely beautiful. So I think it's the perfect chance to throw around some dry flies, and in the deeper, really complex, fast, broken, bubbly water, I'm gonna use my nymphing rod and fish a nymph and a dry there and keep my line off the water. And yeah, hopefully we'll catch some nice fish. All right, so I'm thinking, yeah, today I'm gonna put most of my time into, you know, nice broken water like this rather than really slow, flat stuff like that. There are fish in all of it, but I find, you know, when it gets low and clear, it can be tough to catch them in the really, really slow stuff. And a lot of the time, you know, the fish in the pools aren't necessarily the active fish that are up and eating. You know, you find like these beautiful foam lines like over there along the bank, some of these beautiful fast flowing drop-ins to pools are really the high percentage pieces of water. So yeah, we'll tick through this and yeah, hopefully create some chances. Like that. Oh, what a beautiful take. What have we got? Is that a nice brown? I think it is. What an amazing river this place is. Look at that. Oh, what a fish to start with in the perfect spot. Come here, mate. The fly's already popped out. Look at that. That is a gorgeous brown trout. Get you back, mate. Alright. And there is my dry split-wing mayfly. I don't think, you know, the fly really matters too much. It's more about just something that you understand how it presents, what water type it fishes well in, and that you're confident in. And this is, you know, a CDC mayfly, like a split wing, or a CDC caddis. They're like my two go-to flies. All right, well, we've dried off this guy. Let's throw it back up. That fish was on the perfect seam. Very predictable spot, the joint of the fast and slightly slower currents. Keep working up through this stuff. That duck's getting a beautiful drift down that current there. This bit up here looks a lot of sheetrock, very, very shallow there. And it's not like that fish was on this seam where I've just made that drift now, which is definitely the best spot for a fish. And there's not too much of the seam left. So I'll punch through it pretty quickly. Few more drifts. I'll throw some drifts in the faster stuff as well. You know, when starting out, it's always good to fish a bit of everything, even if you're, you know, you don't think it's the best water where the fish are going to be. There's no harm in making one or two casts there. They always surprise you where they end up sitting. But yeah, this is like here, 6 inches deep over sheetrock. Well, this is beautiful, consistent taste water here. Come on, someone's gonna pop their head up and eat this. Just the most beautiful water. On that far side maybe, it's a little bit slower. Got it. Oh, such a good, confident take. Oh, they eat the dry fly so ridiculously well in this stream. Thank you, mate. Nice little rainbow. There you go. You've had a fight with a barbed hook once in your life, I think, maybe. There we go. What a beautiful fish. So I've got a little split here coming up ahead of me. So I think what I'm going to do, they're quite shallow because the water, like the amount of water is hard between this little island. So I'm going to sneak up and fish this one first, and then I can come back and fish up that side. Let's just hope these annoying recently fallen sticks and stuff don't grab my line and leader and ruin a presentation. Got it. Oh, nice. I think it's a nice little brown, is it? Hey, thank you, mate. Ah. Thank you. Look at that. Whoop. Cheers, buddy. Perfect. Make a few more drifts up there, and then we'll shoot over to this other side and see if they're there. This definitely feels like, you know, the water at the moment, like nice oxygenated, bit of current. All right, we've dried that dry off, and now we're back casting into a massive headwind. Big headwind. Gotta make sure I drive these casts right down. Go away, wind. When you're trying to throw an 18-foot leader straight up wind with a single dry, it's not always, got it. Oh, it's not always the prettiest. Another nice little brown. What a little productive scene here. Oh, what an amazing fishery. The flies popped out. Thank you, mate. All right, we've dried that off, and as predicted, lucky it hooked up on these sticks while I was drying my fly and managing the fish. We did get a tangle here. Feel this out. All right, a few more drifts up here, because I don't know how much more this little run can yield. Well, I did spook one. One just came out from under a rock here. All right, now I'm going to move across and fish the other side of this split. Stay well back just to rule out any fish in the tail out, as I mismanage my line. That's what happens when you're changing lengths all the time and you're a bit lazy and don't forget to wind some stuff in. You'll notice I'm fishing, you know, not super long. I always fish as short as I possibly can, but I'm fishing a reasonable distance away from myself. Oh, that drag's horrific. Push across. I've got a tailwind now, which is almost, well, it's more annoying than a headwind because it just means my leader turns over. So I'm more likely to get drag every cast. Yeah, I'm trying to stay, you know, a reasonable distance back. Got it. Oh, geez, that's a nice fish. Staying well back just because the water's so low. Oh, it's just come off. Bummer. Bummer, bummer. I'm staying well back, as you can see there, because, you know, if you spook one fish here, it can move up, spook others, and it's like a chain reaction. Oh, that's a shame. That was a lovely fish. All right, well, this water here, it's got some depth coming in, so I'm definitely gonna fish a nymph and dry on the nymphing rod there, just to give myself the each way bet and just to check. But it's deeper than the other bits I've fished so far, so I'm just gonna up my bead weight very slightly. And this bead weight will also help me combat the wind, just with a little bit of casting accuracy with the nymph. All right. Pretty much here, I'm just going to be seeking out any of the slightly deeper pieces, like this little depression on the far side there, and then just, you know, the main current, the seams of the current, fish a bit of everything. And it wouldn't surprise me, like, if one just comes up and clobbers the dry anyway. That's incredible, but I can't get a take there. Maybe this top little corner where it drifts along off the grass. Oh, good brown. Oh, ate the dry so ridiculously slowly. Oh, what a fish. That's incredible, like fishing the whole way up this piece, not hitting a fish in that stuff, and then that brown just slid off the grass. Oh, and came up and ate the dry. Came up in slow motion. Oh, now it's woken up. God, what a river. Just looking upstream while I'm playing this fish, it is just absolutely magic. Come on, mate. Oh, gotcha. What a lovely fish. Well, it made it worthwhile. Nymph under drying up through that deep stuff just to get this fish to eat the dry on the rod, nymphing rod at the top there. Look at that, that's such a nice fish. Pop this dry out. Away you go. Oh, so good. But incredible, like fish through this lovely stuff, up the run, and then top left along the grass there. That lovely brown just emerged. Alright, well that fish was spectacular. But just further supports that dry fly is the way to go. Because fishing through all of this, no takes on the nymph, and then getting one to eat the dry on this setup. So I thought, okay, I'll go out, fish through some of this shallow water again with a single dry, because it's pleasant and they're eating it. So let's see how we go. All right. Well, back to a single dry. Oh, gosh, that caught me off guard. Was that fish in the middle of the fast running water or what? I was just making those drifts purely because I was, you know, just getting a feel for the leader, changing rods again. And this fish just woofed a CDC caddis. Unbelievable. Great signs, so cool. Come on, mate. Oh, you destroyed that. Look how far down that CDC caddis is. It's going to be a forceps job. Thank you, buddy. Here you go. I actually changed my dry on this rod just because I thought, well, I'm fishing a split wing mayfly on my nymphing rod. May as well have a caddis on the other setup. And it doesn't seem to matter what I'm throwing, because 2 casts before had the big brown eater split wing mayfly, and then here in the fast water a brown ate the CDC caddis. So really good to know as well. All right, well, let's keep going up. That fish shocked me how it wasn't that far up, just in the middle of this fast flowing broken oxygenated stuff. This water up here looks fantastic. Hardest thing is just getting a good drift when this current's going to be ripping my line and leader. Really is water here where I feel like there could be a fish sitting anywhere, because they're very happy to sit shallow if they have that cover of the broken top. Geez, that should go close to catching a fish in that slack a bit there, you'd think. Got it. Oh, damn. Right in front of that rock. I was just waiting and wondering, where will the fish be? And it was right there. I was probably a little bit early on that fish, because again, it ate it so beautifully and slowly. Oh, such a lovely take though. Not going to get a second chance at that fish. Oh, I just made a cast, and I reckon one just had a look at it. Under here, under the grass, I threw one really tight to this grass. That might be a job for the dry nymph on the nymphing rod, because that fish is so tucked in under there. That's crazy. I just flicked the cast up before, and I saw him just kind of deviate to have a really quick look at it. Okay. I'm gonna go a much lighter nymph, because I don't want the nymph to drag and hook the bottom and ruin my drift. I just saw that fish then slide across and eat something, so I reckon we'll get it if we can get the fly to it. Crazy spot. So hard to get the fly to it, because that you can see the rock. I'll point it out with my rod actually. The fish is literally sitting under the impenetrable overhanging grass. So every cast I tried to make with the dry fly rod, I just couldn't get it under it, close enough to it. But hopefully with the nymph, so the fish is, that's the rock there, which is its top out of the water. The grass above it, the fish, which looks like a brown, because I can see it quite clearly, is tucked way, way up under it. I'm just going to open up my angle here, come across. No, I just can't get the right angle here. I just need to get it, you know, within 6 inches of the fish, and hopefully it'll slide across and eat. Got it. Oh. Settle down, mate. You. What a fish in such a crazy spot. This fish was here, laying up against the rocks under there. Thank you for being a good sport and coming over just a little bit to eat the nymph for me. Oh, chill out, mate. What a fish. Oh, that was fish of the day. That was so fun. Okay, well, I've jumped into another nice flat piece of water. A little bit broken, as you can see, coming up through there. Because with the light, I was hoping to look to see some, to see if I can cast at some fish I can see, but with this beautiful wind, it's put such a rough top on the water and blown so many leaves and stuff on, I can't actually see. So I thought, okay, well, for a start, let's just throw some casts up blind and see. Oh, I think I can. Is that one on a rock? It might be. Should go. Yeah, got it. That is exactly why I came to this water. Oh, nice brown. Stay up out of there. Come on, mate. No, you don't need to swim at me. Come on, mate. Oh. Well, that is why we came to this flat water. That is why I love these crystal clear rivers. The sight fishing is incredible. Come on, buddy. Relax for me. Oh. Perfect. Well, all wrapped up there. That was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that as much as I enjoyed fishing it, because it was really, really cool. The water was crystal clear. The dry fly fishing was really good. There were plenty of fish, albeit quite spooky and challenging at times, but just so much fun. Don't forget, there are links to all of the gear I was using in the description below, the Orvis nymphing rods, my dry fly rod here, the SA lines. See what I was using in the description below there. There's also links to the flies that I was using. You can check those out. You can also purchase them there. And if you're interested in any sort of on-water tuition guided trips, attending a clinic, you can find all that information at my website, tomjarmanfishing.com. So check that stuff out as well. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, like the video if you did, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next one.